Alrighty, Tcom Rebel here, and we're back again tonight. So pretty exciting. I've had a long day. Got some more ICOs tonight, so I might keep this one. Try and keep it pretty short. The first thing I'm gonna do is draw a winner from the competition we run all the time, the giveaway. So I'm gonna do that first, and then we'll have a quick look at the markets, news, and answer some questions, and then I'll wrap it up because we're gonna get ready for the. I think we've got an ICO shortly, maybe an hour or two, and then get ready for the next one tomorrow. All right, so let's find a winner. Okay, so if you're not familiar how it works, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, and all you do is put a comment or a question. And then what I do is, like what I'm doing now, I'm going to draw a winner of a previous video that we just did last night. And I'm going to send $10 worth of Bitcoin Cash to that person. So as long as they've got their comment and their Bitcoin Cash address in there. Okay. So let's pick a winner. Let's see who's going to win this time. Ledley King. Okay, congratulations. New to cryptocurrency, hope to keep learning, and Bitcoin address. Excellent. So, I'm glad you're new to cryptocurrency. There's a lot to learn, and you're definitely going to enjoy I think you're going to enjoy it for sure. I really enjoy the whole crypto thing. I think it's awesome. All right, so I'm just going to pay that $10 worth of Bitcoin Cash. Now, I use the Exodus wallet. This is a pretty good wallet. So we'll put that address in there, and $10 US. Excellent. Oh, and it's only 2 cents for the fee tonight. That's pretty good. That's even less than it was before. It was like 4 cents the other day, so 2 cents is great. I don't like paying too much for fees. All right, so let's send that one. Make sure the address is correct. Yeah. Oh, here's a tip for you. For you guys that are new. So here's a question for you, Ledley. So when you're sending crypto, right? You have the address, and it's good to check the first 4 and the last 4 characters. So this is like 1D9C, and it ends in B for Bob 5KA. And then you check that when you put it into your wallet, and that way, you don't have to go through every single letter, but you're just checking the front and the rear, because if you put the wrong address in, you can always pick it up when you look at the beginning and the end of the address. So that's a little tip that I use all the time. That was something I learned straight away. Okay, so we're going to send. Now, Ledley, when you get the Bitcoin Cash, let me know. Just put it in the comments. Let me know that you've got it. No, I appreciate that. That'd be great. Okay, so that's sent and done. All right, so this is cool. Let's check out some of the what's happening today. So normally I go to CoinMarketCap, as you know, I like that site, and we'll go to Cointelegraph. Now, I have asked people to put in some of the places where they get their news from, but I haven't actually had anyone put any places where they do get the news from. So yeah, that would be interesting to see. So if you've got places that you like to check out the news, drop them in the comments. I wouldn't mind checking that out. So let's have a look at the markets today. Ooh, all right. So if you haven't been paying attention today, Bitcoin 12% down, Ethereum down 16%, Ripple down 23%, Bitcoin Cash 17%, Cardano. So massive down, like 20%, pretty much off everything. Neo didn't do too much, so it's sort of bucking the trend there. Stellar down 21%. IOTA, EOS, the whole market nearly took a 20% drop. Tron, interesting. So it's red across the board. Now, you were thinking, oh, panic. No, you just need to sit tight, because if you know the market is going to be what you think it's going to be in the future, then you got nothing to worry about. This is actually a time to buy coins when they're cheaper, and you put more fiat in, okay, and you would buy more coins. So if you had an account and you wanted to buy more crypto, this would be the time to do it. Also, if you wanted to get into post ICOs perhaps, or other coins, maybe this is the best time to get them too, because they're cheap as well. So that's what you look at every time the market drops like this. When you look in the past, it's only temporary. So yeah, don't panic. Don't panic and don't sell. It's only when you sell out you're going to realize that loss, but there's no real need. So let's have a look at let's see what the news is that drops the market 20%. So South Korea clarifies position on crypto regulation amidst confusion in mainstream media. Well, let's see if it's any contradictory to what we read the other day and see what it says. Interesting whether they're for or against it. So stricter regulations were announced amidst blah 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 on about the proposed ban. Reports requirement for traders to use their real names. Regulation come early in January. Citing the authorities. Okay. So the proposed shutdown of exchanges that Justice Minister recently mentioned is one of the measures suggested in Justice Ministry to curb speculation. Okay, and Monday's announcement suggests that such a shutdown is not likely in the near future. So, yeah, so it's interesting. Looks like they're definitely going to. We got here. So the requirements that they use their real names. That's the main thing. Mainstream media misreports. So they're saying that they misinterpret it, confused. Yeah, but. Basically, it's not like they're going to... It doesn't say they're not banning it. It just means they're going to be essentially making requirements to use their real names. Now, I mean, there's reasons for this, terrorism, money laundering, possibly you're a criminal if you do this. Also, so they can tax you, track you, and do the rest of what they want to do. So, this is expected from governments. Okay, so that was South Korea. Nothing too exciting there. Venezuela, he's still going on about his oil. He's got this oil-backed coin that he's come up with. I don't know. This could be the first. I've sort of been watching a little bit of the story, but this could be the first sort of government that's taken on this this coin. But it's a bit crazy, that story. But yeah, now he's trying to get other countries to adopt it. So I might come back to that later, but it's interesting. China, after banning exchanges, authorities moved to close exchange-like services. Let's have a look at this. So, okay, so they're quietly stepping up a crackdown on cryptocurrency exchanges to include market-making platforms and similar. Focus on South Korea, blah, blah, blah. Plans to block domestic access to homegrown and offshore platforms that enable centralized trading, while remaining silent on how policymakers define such platforms. So they are definitely trying to stop. Well, they've realized that people are trying to transfer and trade crypto out of China, and just like how they control the internet, they don't want to be people to be sending Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency or anything like that they possibly can't tax or control. So yeah, this will be interesting. So I would say, what have we got here? Popular peer-to-peer trading site Local saw an impact of the ban as traders piled in, generating record volumes in September. Yeah, that's right. So basically, when they try and stop the centralized trading, they might, I don't know, maybe they put blocks on the IPs so they can't get to these sites, which discourages normal people to join those trading platforms. And then the other thing to do is people go to things like Local Bitcoin where they can exchange with other people. Now, I haven't quite seen an answer yet, but I'd really like to see something really cool with Local Bitcoins or something similar that was seamless and a safer and maybe had a better platform of how to do that. I think that would do very well. So yeah, look, that's, I think I said last few nights that China was going to continue doing what they're doing with the mining, and also now they'll be going after this. So they haven't really said much, but you can guarantee that there's going to be mining moving and other resources and other things like that moving offshore into other places, because China is no longer, tolerating or liking or, wanting to allow this to go on. So it's something to be aware of. Okay, and what else go? Okay, let's see if there's anything else here. Russian businessman buys power stations for crypto mining. Wow. That's some serious dough. That just shows how much money's in mining. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing too much there. Let's have, I'll have a quick look on Bitcoin.com news. We'll have a look there. And I better say hello to if anyone have got any people on. Who have we got? Mr. Bazinga. You are back. Welcome back. Rubian3, hello again. And the question, Rubian3 says, what do you suggest for Bitcoin Cash wallet? Well, on a Mac or PC, I would say Exodus. It's a really good wallet. And what else could you do? I mean, you can use bitcoin.com like this, this site here. They've got a free wallet, right? You can actually, if you check that out, you can download that. And it's, this one's for App Store and Google Play. I also think they have, Windows. They got Mac, Windows, Android as well. So they do have a Windows version you can download on the GitHub, okay? So you can do that. It's not as fancy as Exodus. Exodus is really good. And if you haven't seen Exodus, it looks like this one. So it's Exodus, EXODUS.io. So this is the website. Make sure it says Exodus Movement Inc. up the top there to make sure it's the right site. But yeah, it's a really good thing. That's what I use all the time. And it works really well. That's what I use for Bitcoin Cash. And I like it. I mean, obviously you got to be on a computer to do it. But if you need a mobile wallet, you could try Jax, or you could try the Bitcoin, bitcoin.com. They got a wallet, which I did a video on as well. So you can check that out. So thanks, guys. I appreciate you sticking around. So let's have a look at what they got the news here. So companies deny having Bitcoin or blockchain services in China's clampdown. So yeah, no one's going to put their hand up. They're going to basically deny they're doing it. They're going to try and move their operations overseas. This is interesting. Mortgage lenders refusing to serve Bitcoin investors. So you'll get this. You'll get banks, shutting you down because you're using Bitcoin or crypto. And now the lenders are refusing to serve. So this is just the banks, basically, they see it as a threat. And essentially, they don't want cryptocurrency. It's essentially, it wipes out their business model, okay? So there's no way the bank's going to like it unless they own it and control it. And that's not going to be the case. The futility of government bans. Bitcoin always finds a way. That's very true. Let's see if there was anything else in here. Something about, there's a thing with Bitcoin Cash. They're doing a terabyte block to see how big, I think 1 million megabyte size blocks that they can do, which can allow 7 million transactions per second. Wow. So that's pretty cool. And apparently this is on chain, I think. I haven't read the article yet, but I believe that's on chain rather than off chain, like the Lightning Network. So there was anything else interesting there. Luno Exchange bank account frozen by Malaysian tax officials. Yeah. GDAX. Here we go. GDAX will open Bitcoin Cash again. So on Wednesday. So there was an issue with GDAX was trading Bitcoin Cash, and they had major dramas when it came out. Had liquidity problems, and that's why we saw a spike. And anyway, they're opening it back up again on Wednesday. So you'll be able to basically trade on GDAX, Bitcoin Cash versus Bitcoin. So you can swap it over there and start trading again. So they had a trading halt for a while. Now you have been able to buy it on other platforms. But yeah, GDAX is finally putting it back on. So that's something interesting. What else? Kraken returns after longest downtime since 2013. So, yeah, it says here something about 24 hours they're back online. I don't know if it was longer either, but yeah, at least 24 hours, and they're doing some zero fee trading to win back people's confidence. Luckily, I wasn't in Kraken, but yeah, you'll find this all exchanges. This is the risk of having your money in exchanges, but exchanges do serve a point where you can get your coin exchange or trade. So it has its good things and its bad things, okay? And you just got to deal with that. You just got to make sure you're not totally exposed and have everything in these things. And when things like this happen, you're at the mercy of them fixing it. So just be aware of that, okay? And it can happen to anyone. Yeah, and then what else is here? Speaking of mobile wallets, we did talk about this yesterday, the day before, about is a currency if you can't put it in your pocket on a mobile phone and transfer it, right? And it was talking about some of the currencies that weren't. Now, I was reading today on Twitter. So there was I think on Twitter, and one of the new coins, I think it was it wasn't Priv. Might go to. It was one of the privacy coins. I think it was PRI. No. Just trying to find it. PRI. Someone will know it. If you can think of that coin, just throw it in the put it in the comments. So it's a coin I'm thinking of. It starts with P, and it's a privacy coin. And they just announced that they're bringing out an iOS wallet. So see if you can see if the first one that can work out what that is and put that in the comments for me. I'll have a quick look down here. Oh, I can't even see it in the top 100. Oh, well, if you find it, I'm sure it starts with... There it is. Yeah, that's the one. I might go to their website and just see if they've got the announcement there. Where's that bit? Yep. So, where's their latest news? Blah blah blah. Actually, it doesn't look like they've got it updated on the news yet. I think where is their Twitter account? Let me click on Twitter. I'll have a quick look there because I swear I saw the tweet today. Here we go. Check this out. So we're talking about is it really a currency until you can actually, with your friend or out and about, get your phone in your pocket and you want to send them some money. Maybe you paid for dinner or something like that and you want to send them $5-10 or something. So there's only so many coins you can do that with. And now Pivx has got the iOS coming out. They're just getting final approval by Apple Store. So this is a big deal because so many people are exposed in the Apple Store to different products. And when they see this is definitely going to help with the adoption. So the more we see this stuff integrating out there in the normal marketplaces, the better. So this is really good. 3 months of rigorous testing. So you want that stuff to work. Apple doesn't allow anything that is buggy or has got problems. They're pretty good like that. So that's why you get a high quality of apps running on iOS. Definitely, and that was the first thing I noticed, the difference between Google and Apple is like the high quality and how hard it is to get apps in the marketplace. Not dissing out on Google, but Apple just has higher standards for this sort of stuff. So, and you want to, because this is a wallet. This is going to have your funds in it. You need to be able to use it and transfer it. And this is a privacy one. Pivx is a privacy coin. So, I think that's going to do well. All right. So, yeah, and this is their website, pivx.org, if you want to check that out. So what I might do is, we'll have a look at some of the comments. Oh, and I better check out. Yeah, there was no question. That was Ledley just asked, or Ledley just said about the new to cryptocurrency. Hope to keep learning. That's all good. So yeah, so with learning, you basically get on YouTube, join a whole bunch of channels, find people that you like and like to listen to, and try and pick up bits and pieces and learn that way. That is basically YouTube is where I learn, and I read blog posts, and I get on Twitter and follow a whole bunch of coins, because you can just go to CoinMarketCap, right? And you can start up at, Bitcoin or Tether. If you don't know anything about it, you can go to Populous. I don't really know much about Populous, but you can go down here and you click on social, and you can actually see the Twitter feeds, right? And there's their, so we can open up the link, and then if we want to, we can then follow. Okay, make sure you get a Twitter account, and then you can follow it. You can join the Slack and different stuff like that. And then when you follow, you'll see that they have other coins that you can follow. So, there's Cliff High. Let's follow him on Twitter, see what he's got to say. So they have, PayPy, Money Smart Team, Pillar Project. So some of these you may or may not know, but you just follow them, and then once you start to, Twitter is fast with information. I find Twitter really good. But if you want to, for news updates and stuff like that and links, that's pretty good. And Telegram, all of these will have Telegrams too. So Telegram is pretty huge. Slack is a little bit more involved. Like if you're going to join Slack, you're more like getting involved and really getting to chat, talking with people, messaging people. It's a real involvement. You don't sort of join Slack for the fun of it. You might just look at Twitter to see what's happening, or Telegram, but Slack, you'd be more involved in it. So so there's more information about this coin here, and that's how you do it. You just go through, check it out, and you have all the links on the site. So that's what I'd recommend. All right, so we might, while we're at for time, let's have a look. So we've done about 22 minutes. What I might do is we'll just see. I had a whole bunch of comments from different people. So some made me laugh. Mark made me laugh. This was a great one. So people are always asking me how much I'm worth. Well, all I can say is I've got enough money to last me the rest of my life, as long as I die in the next 20 minutes. I thought that was funny because, it. I think that's good. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate that. So I appreciate all your comments. Thank you. And we've had there was a few other questions that were down a bit below here. Let's have a look at some more. Okay, so MC HODL said there's a new trading platform from Ignite Ratings. Yes, there is. So I'll talk about that briefly, and then I might grab another question. So Ignite. So we'll go to ICO drops. As you know, I quite like that one. So you go there and you can look up any of the ones that have already ended. So that one he was talking about was Ignite Ratings. I actually think, I don't know if they've finished. I think they were coming up. So let's search Ignite. Enter. I've left my coffee behind. That's okay. All right, so Ignite Ratings, and essentially you can check out their website. Sale ends in 43 days. Just seeing if they already started or not. I'm not 100% sure. We'll check on their website. I know they were doing some promo videos. I saw some stuff on videos. So discounts, looks like they can contribute now. So Ignite Ratings is available as an ICO, I believe, now. And the idea is, I think they're trying to, be able to rate ICOs a little bit better. More of a consistent way of rating them, with the indexes. I think that's what they're trying to do, where people basically, I don't know if they've got a fund, basically everyone that participates in the platform decides on, which rating, how high for each one of these ICOs. So if you're not sure, the idea is you use the app and you work out which one is best for longer term or more maximum gains, and that's what they're trying to do. Thrown in a debit card to look pretty. So they got a platform, they got a few different things, but essentially the idea is like an index or a system, a grading of all the ICOs. So yeah, it's an interesting project. I think it will do well because there's no consistency there's no platform. ICO drops is pretty good, and it would have been great for them to come out with something, because they've got a lot of data. But it's all up to individuals. Like, it'll be up to these guys to decide what they think is good. It's not sort of crowdsourced who's deciding whether or not these, and you can't sort of vote on it to say which ones you think and how much you rate them. So I think it's like a rating service for ICOs. So I think it's worthwhile. That one is valid. They're trying to get 31 million, and you've got 43 days. Just remember that these these can sell out quickly. There was one we did the other day that sold out in, I think, 12 minutes. It was ridiculous how quickly it sold out. So you've got to be fast at it, and you've got to have all the right tools, have the knowledge, which is easy to gain, because you can always check out the course that I talk about, and basically go through all the videos, and then once you get into the group, you'll once you participate in a few ICOs, you'll understand how it works and how to get into them quicker, because obviously the good ones sell out fast, and also getting into pre-sales and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a lot to learn, but it's definitely worthwhile. So Ignite Rating's pretty good. You might want to do your own research on it. Check it out. That's the website. But definitely, I think that project will be good, and it's one of the upcoming ones. So yeah, well worth that. All right, so let's have a quick look. Should you wait for the dip, John? Well, yes, there's a dip now on. Well, actually, I don't know. Neo didn't dip, did it? So let's have a quick look back at the market. Where are we? I think Neo was like the only one that didn't dip. So Neo is really, bucking the whole trend of the whole market. If we go down, the whole market basically went down, and Tether, well, it stayed the same. Where's Neo? Oh yeah, there's Neo. Neo was only like 3%, so it didn't really drop, whereas a lot of the other ones did. So yeah, I don't know if it could be a bit of a dip. I mean, we've got a bit of a trend. You might have to wait a little bit longer for that dip, perhaps. So yeah, but look, right now, if you want to buy more, this is the time to buy more. If it drops another 20%, it's time to buy more. It's as simple as that. You buy when it's against what you feel like. When you think you're losing money or using value in these coins, that's when you buy. The way you got to think about it is think of your favorite thing. It might be your favorite ice cream, or whatever it is. It's your favorite thing, and it goes on special at the shops, and then you just go, let's say 20 or 30, 40% discount, and you're like, oh, I gotta go buy that. So you go and buy it because you love it, and you get it for cheaper. This is all about shopping when you see the markets like this. And when it's green and it's going up and you're hitting new highs, that's the time to think about selling off some of your positions if you want to do it at that time. That's when you'll be wanting to sell, if you're going to sell at any stage, because you want to be selling into when the market's going up, and you want to be buying when the market's going down like this. So yeah, that's as simple as it gets. It's hard to execute, but that's the idea behind it. All right. All right, what do we got here? So it was Neo. We've got some other great questions. Welcome back, William. He got the Bitcoin Cash I sent him, which is great. Do you think Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies will make transfers between borders easy, lessen the reason for players to avoid getting caught up in tax avoidance? Players, I think you're just general people making transfers overseas. Yeah, I suppose look, governments want to get their tax, and essentially this is probably why privacy coins are going to be easy. Like, more people are going to go to privacy coins, because if you hold Bitcoin and some of the other coins, they're easy to track, and they'll come out with ways to link from, maybe you bought it on exchange where you use your license, or wherever you put your identity, they will see that very first purchase and then track those transactions through. And if they can link it to you, and they can link it to maybe a large transaction, they've probably already got software that can do this, and they can monitor those large transactions coming through. and link it back to you. Whereas the privacy coins, they basically make that near impossible to work out is who holding the coin and how much is being transferred and who's transferring it. So I think that yes, Bitcoin and other cryptos, this will still be important, and people are still going to try and avoid tax, and it's all about legality in the country you're in, and so this will continue to happen, but more people will go to privacy coins to avoid getting caught up in simple ways, because they will try and do this, and they'll try and do it with big lumps of money. So if it might be $10,000, it could be whatever amount they choose. They'll start tracking it and try and trace it back to the person that's got it, and they want to tax you or send you to jail. So that's why maybe the privacy coins are the way to go, and definitely for the bigger transactions. So yeah, I think privacy coins are going to move up during this year, I reckon, big time, especially when you've got governments cracking down more, and yeah, I think that's a general trend. All right, let's have a quick look in the live chat, see what questions we got. Okay, so Rubian said Bitcoin Cash, sometimes an Exodus. Oh, yeah, about deactivating it. So, sure. So what you can do is with Bitcoin, when you get into Exodus, you actually add. Yeah, I might do a video on that, on how to add. So that's a good idea. So what you can do is, I'll run through it, but basically you can add, you only get 2 or 3 of the coins to begin with, but they don't want to put all the coins in there. So there's a little button you press, and you can add each coin that you want. And once you add that in there, then it becomes available and you can use and do the transfer. So when you first start out, I don't think Bitcoin Cash is in there to begin with. You've got to add it. So yeah, I'll make another video on that shortly, so you can check out how that works. And we're going to wrap up now. Basically, I wouldn't mind. There was Rommel said, can you review about Zcash? So it's like a privacy coin, ZEC. So we'll have a quick look here and maybe do a review on it. That's a good idea. Maybe I should do a little review on some of these ones. Like, I do want to get into some of these privacy coins, and maybe I could give my review and tell you a little bit about them. And I definitely see some value in these ones. So Zcash is at $542. That's a fair bit. Dropped 20% today. And if we go to their website, we'll check out what it says there. Yeah, so we've got Zcash transactions, blah blah blah. Cool, and I think they yeah, I think Zcash does have, they have a different thing called zero knowledge proof construction. I wouldn't mind. I'll talk maybe a little bit more about that in another video. But essentially, it's for private payments. So that's like another system they're using for sending between people to keep it private. So yeah, I wouldn't mind checking this out. I might do a review on this one and definitely go through. But that's how, if you want to check it out, you can certainly click through. I would suggest going to a site like CoinMarketCap. I wouldn't suggest Googling some of this stuff, because there's people out there that will make an identical site and try and pass it off as a real thing and then scam you in some way. It happens all the time, so just be careful of that. But yeah, if you're interested in Zcash, down 20% today, and most of your coins are out there 20% off today, so I think it's a great sale. Get in there and buy some. All right, so I think we're going to finish up now. I'll just check if we've got any more last things. Oh yeah, Carlo says the rules of the giveaway: you should subscribe, like, and comment, including your address after the live stream. True, I actually forget to put that in. I will do that. So I did actually do that on the first one, and I forgot to do it on one afterwards. So I will do that. Yeah. So after the live stream, that's when you put your Bitcoin Cash address in after the live stream. Because the live stream, you guys have got me. You can ask any question. I'll try and help you out. And then the other guys, they have just a chance of having one question. At least while you guys are on, I can talk to you. And if you have anything you want to ask and I can help you out while we're on together, that's great. So, all right, that's awesome. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish up. I've got an ICO to go in about an hour's time. So I've got to get ready for that. It's going to be big. And I got another one tomorrow to get into. So yeah, at the moment the market's down a bit, but that doesn't affect the ICOs because at the moment, look, we're in the middle of January. I think you're just going to go through this little phase now, but I think February is going to be big, and this has happened before. Once it takes off, the market takes off again. People will be like saying, "Oh, I wish I bought more coin," when the market was down. So this is the time to get in when the markets are down. Alrighty. Well, thanks very much. Good to see you all. I will talk to you again tomorrow night. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you get the real-time notifications. And definitely after the live stream post to YouTube, put in your address and make sure you leave a comment so I can answer it. But get on the live streams, and if you have something you want to ask directly, then I'm more than happy to do my best to answer it on the live stream. So I haven't had too many questions. I had one about the Bitcoin Cash wallet and to do with Exodus, so that was good. But yeah, if you have some more questions, you've got my undivided attention for half an hour to 45 minutes. So please, please ask away, all right, and get onto the live stream for that. So thank you very much, Mr. Bazinga, Rubian3, Carlo, and Chanel. And I think that's all the guys. So thank you very much for joining me tonight. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.